Hello and welcome to the InventRight TV show. My name is Andrew Krauss. I'm one of the co-founders here at InventRight, and I've got a kind of a different show for you guys. I want to highlight 3 important lessons, and they are from interviews that we've done with our students in the past, short clips, and you're going to get to see some of their products too, so that should be a lot of fun. I know you guys always like that. But the first lesson is from, I kind of got to do an overview and then I'll get into more specifics, and we're going to look at some of these clips. And you guys are going to learn a few important lessons that should be very encouraging for you. The first inventor is Tim Brennan. He is actually in the UK. And on a little side note, I do want to say that you can license from anywhere. He's in the UK. We have had students in over 65 countries. They don't care where you're from. They just want good ideas. But Tim, the main story that we're trying to relay here, and his story, is that he was classically trained in school as a product developer, industrial designer, whatever you want to call that. And the folks that are trained that way are trained to develop beautiful products. So he has some serious skills. Most of our students don't have those skills. But the big lesson, the big takeaway here is that even though he has those skills, he's saying, look, I wasn't trained at all in any of this. I wasn't trained in how to license a product or how to start my own business. We focus on licensing products, of course. And I desperately needed this education. So let's take a look at Tim's experience in licensing and why, he really needed this business side of things. And then even though he was a professional product developer, which you totally don't need to be to license products, he still needed to know the business side of licensing. And you take a look at his product too, it's beautiful. So here we go.
Well, I think that even though I've been through a mechanical engineering degree for 4 years, and I went through another degree learning product design, the thing that I never really got from those courses, even though I got some amazing things, I never really got the understanding of how do you negotiate a deal, and what kind of products are easy to license and which ones are hard. Because before I was with InventRight, I just saw all products as the same, but actually there's a lot of difference. Some are really difficult to license and take a long time and have a higher risk factor, and other ones are a lot quicker. So I learned a huge amount from InvenTRight. I don't think it's being taught anywhere in the world, as far as I know. It's pretty unique.
All right, we are back. Tim's an amazing dude. He's been with us for a long time. Really amazing guy. Actually, part of the story that wasn't in there, he actually licensed a product before he came to us. But then many years passed and he wasn't able to license the second product because he hadn't learned the business side of licensing, and that's when it took off for him. And now he's doing absolutely fantastic. The next story is Ryan Diaz. He is a former InventRight student. He licensed a fun pet product called the Woof Washer 360. And now he is, and has been for quite some time, an InventRight coach as well. So the lesson here is he talks about how he signed up with an invention promotion company. I never mention companies specifically, of course, or people. That's bad form. But I can speak from my own personal experience in running InventRight. I've been running InventRight for 22 years, and I ran an inventors group for 14 years. I have never met a single inventor that had an invention promotion company license a product for them. Those are the ones that kind of solicit inventors saying, we can help you, we'll do everything for you, you don't have to do anything. Typically, in my experience, I've seen them typically take 10 or 12,000 from people, and I've never seen any success whatsoever. Personally, I've never seen it. But I talk to people, or one of our salespeople in our company will talk to somebody who's been taken for, it's always 10 or 12K, and it's always a couple years ago, or it was 10 years ago. It happened in the past, and the person is now ready to move forward. But let's listen to Ryan talk about his experience, and you can take a look at his product too. Really cool. Here we go.
Many years ago, I came up with a simple idea for a dog washing device. Contacted one of these companies online who said, submit your product to us, we'll send it to our retail partners, sit back and enjoy the ride. Well, I did sit back for several years and not a thing happened. I then did the smart thing and joined InventRight and met Stephen Key. People always ask me, Ryan, what can Stephen Key and InventRight do that these other companies can't? And what they do is they empower you. They empower you to do this on your own. And believe me, you can do this on your own. Within a year of joining InventRight, my simple idea turned into this, the Wolf Washer 360. I'm now in Petco, PetSmart, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and licenses to the largest as seen on TV company in the world. I'm so proud to say that I'm an InventRight student. I couldn't have done it without them. And if you want to see your product on the market, you need to give InventRight and Stephen Key a call.
Loves playtime, but he ends up a filthy mess, and bathing your dog could be a downright disaster. Hi, Davy Jones here for the Wolf Washer 360, the amazing new dog washing viral sensation that washes your dog in less than 1 minute. It's so easy. Connect the Wolf Washer 360 to your hose, add soap, and then adjust the Wolf Washer 360 for your dog. The water and the soap mix instantly to create a sudsy solution that deep cleans your dog from head to tail. It cleans your dog everywhere, 360 degrees of clean.
All right, we are back. Thank you, Ryan, so much for sharing your experience there. The next person that we have up is Scott Bauman, and this one is really kind of, I guess, one of my favorite of these three, because a lot of you, you dream about being a professional inventor, being a professional product developer, and this one illustrates that you can do that. This interview was actually done quite some time ago. I think he licensed around 30 products at that point. I don't know how many he's licensed now. I'm sure quite a bit more. But you can make this a full-time gig, and you can license a ton of products once you get it down. And I really like what Scott talks about here, which I talk about all the time. It's not rocket science. You just got to put the work in. Now, fortunately, it's a thousandth the work of running a business. You just have to do that deal, and then it's all on that licensee, the company you license to, right? But it's still work, and Scott makes that clear. But he also says it's not that hard, guys. You can do it. So let's take a look. Here we go.
How's InventRight helped me? I mean, there's no doubt that InventRight has helped me. Everything is different from contract to contract. Nothing is the same. But the steps that Stephen lays out in InventRight are sound steps. It's not that hard, really. It's a hard thing to do. It's not rocket science though, right? You just need to put in the time. You just need to put in the effort and keep at it. I think Stephen also preaches that too, right? It's tenaciousness, it's fortitude, and if you don't have that, don't even start. Don't even start.
The 360-degree pivoting mount allows you to always get the perfect viewing angle. It's even strong enough to grab and hold this expensive smartphone out the window, yet it comes right off with ease. That's the advantage of GripGo.
All right, we are back. So you heard Tim's story about the fact that he was a professionally trained product developer, but he still needed to get advice about how to do the business portion of licensing, the business side of licensing. Then we had Ryan Diaz that said, don't go to these invention promotion companies that say they'll do it for you. Do the work. It's not that hard. You can do it. And then we got Scott Bauman, who's become a career inventor, former student of ours. And so if that's your goal, that's great. If it's not, and you just want to keep doing it on the side for a lot of you, that's fine too, but it's totally doable, guys. You guys can do this. I hope you enjoy these stories. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, make sure to do some more. Just kind of get your excitement, your juices flowing, kind of break down some of those misperceptions that people have about the process. I can come up with a whole ton more of these where it will just break down those speed bumps, those roadblocks, whatever you want to call them. So I want to remind you guys to take care and keep inventing, and we'll catch up with you guys next time. See ya. Bye.